Hi, and welcome along to AFTV. Got a bit of breaking news with regards to the David Raya deal, which will take him to Arsenal. It's been one of the worst kept secrets around this week that Raya is on his way to Arsenal. He agreed personal terms with Arsenal last week. And then all it then came down to was the two clubs to negotiate, Arsenal and Brentford. We know that Brentford, since the start of this transfer window, have been looking for a whopping £40 million fee for Raya. This turned off Tottenham. It turned off Bayern Munich. It turned off Chelsea. They're all saying the price is too high. And Brentford refused to budge on that. But they come to a deal with Arsenal, got the deal done, and everybody was expecting everything to just come through nicely. But we're hearing today now more details about the actual move. Broken today by David Ornstein, who I have to say has been brilliant this transfer window and really accurate with a lot of the news that he's broken. He has written this on his Twitter, or should I say his X account. He's X'd this out today, and he's put exclusive. Arsenal taking David Raya on a £3 million loan. Yes, £3 million loan deal plus £27 million buy option. Brentford have had a contract extension. They will get a fee if Arsenal sign and retain the player, and they will retain the value if not. He said his goodbyes today. Medical likely to be on Thursday. It's at the paperwork stage, and probably Raya will be unveiled on Friday as an Arsenal player. Now, it's so interesting reading this news. As I said, 40 million was what we were told it was going to cost for Raya originally. We were then sort of hearing that the fee was going to be something between 25 to 30 million pounds. But as it turns out, this looks like an excellent piece of business for Arsenal. So basically, let me just break down what I'm understanding from reading here. Arsenal are going to take Raya on a £3 million loan deal. So they'll pay £3 million for one season. That's it. Then after that, they'll have an option to buy him of £27 million. Now, you may be saying, well, hold on, how could they even do that? Because Raya, his deal will be up in 1 year's time at Brentford. As noted by David Ornstein here, Brentford have extended his contract. So that means that, if it doesn't work out, they'll retain the value in the player. The player will be able to go back to Brentford, and Brentford will be able to sell him on to somebody else. If Arsenal are like, no, we've been really, really happy with Raya, he's done great for us, they pay 27 million, the rest of the 27 million to Brentford, and he is then fully, permanently an Arsenal player. What do you think of that? A lot different to what we was expecting, but I've got to say, this is an unbelievably good bit of business as far as I'm concerned. It really is. As I said, a player that at the start of the transfer window, Brentford were knocking back big clubs. They knocked back Bayern. They said, no, Bayern, we want 40 million or he's not going anywhere. Tottenham, who've gone out and got a goalkeeper now for the same amount of money, who's a relatively unknown keeper, not as in the same sort of category as Raya, they knocked them back. And they said, no, 40 mil. Right? They knocked back Chelsea, 40 mil. And now they are giving him to Arsenal on a £3 million loan deal with an option to buy him for £27 million at the end. And it's kind of, as I said, if you look at the deal, it's almost like a win-win on both sides. For Arsenal, they're able to bring through a goalkeeper for £3 million. And if Raya comes in and it's not working out for him at Arsenal, let's just say, for instance, he's unhappy because he hasn't had much game time and he's not really being a real sort of team player around the place, they can send him back. Say, it's all right, it hasn't really worked out, we don't want him. If he's brilliant, you sign him for 27 million. You paid 30 million pound for a really, really top-class goalkeeper, and you've got two great goalkeepers on your books. Perfect for Arsenal. Plus, as well, by only outlaying £3 million, That's only £3 million that's going to show on your balance sheet. So that there, FFP, financial fair play rules, and having a budget to go out there and get another player, if need be, by the end of the transfer window, happy days, because you've got loads of funds. You haven't had to dig into, say, a fund that you was maybe keeping back to go after another player. Really, really smart bit of business. And then if you look at it from a Brentford point of view, they've got a player who's unhappy, doesn't want to be at the club, has told him, I want to leave. You've moved him out for a year. You've got £3 million in a loan fee. You're not going to have to pay his wages. And you've got either a guaranteed £27 million at the end of it, or you can bring him back and you can sell him for, you're going to get at least the same amount of money, £27 million back, maybe even more, because you've got him now on a sort of longer term contract. Great bit of business all round, sensible bit of business all round, works for both parties. And I have to say, well done again to Edu and the team of negotiators there at Arsenal. Yet again, fantastic business in this transfer window. So Raya will become the fourth signing. Of course, we know of Declan Rice, Kai Havertz, Jurriën Timber, and now David Raya. And I think this is a great bit of business. And also, don't forget, we've got a reported £10 million in for Matt Turner, who's joined Nottingham Forest. He's now a Forest player, could play against us at the weekend. So that covers that £3 million for right now. Fantastic. Honestly, I was shocked by this, because I just thought it was all a fee. No wonder, a lot of us have been sort of thinking, well, why are we shelving out all this at the moment for a goalkeeper? Don't we need some other targets? Should we not be looking maybe at a right winger? Should we be maybe, keeping money back in case we need to go big if say anything, say, for instance, happened to Partey and he left or whatever? Why are we going for a goalkeeper? Now we understand why. That is a sensible piece of business. So let me just break it down to you again. First of all, reading what David Ornstein said. Exclusive, Arsenal taking David Raya on a £3 million loan plus a £27 million buy option. Brentford contract extension. They'll get a fee if they sign and retain the value. If not, he said his goodbyes today. A medical likely on Thursday. It's at the paperwork stage, and Raya will become an Arsenal player. So that's a bit of a breakdown on that deal. As I said, it's come as a big surprise to everybody who's seen this. But I have to say, great bit of business for Arsenal. Good business as well for Brentford, and great for the player. And what does it say, that we pulled this off? As I said, look at the clubs that were interested in him. Really interested in him. Tottenham, rejected. Bayern, rejected. Chelsea, rejected. Arsenal, that's where he wanted to come. I want to go to Arsenal Football Club. And the reason being, he's looking and he's seeing this an exciting project. Even though he's going to be up against Aaron Ramsdale for that number one spot, he is still willing to come to Arsenal. That is showing you how far we've come. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget, we'll be back in the morning with Transfer Daily, so don't miss that. But enjoy the rest of your day, and Raya will soon be a Gooner. Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.